Hi, this is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from Key Largo, the Catch Restaurant and Bar in Key Largo. I'm here with Bill Wissinger.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Once again, we're here with Pam, Sean Dickens, your bartender, Holly, the waitress. I wanted to say hello before to some of our new followers.
There you go.
We have especially one, WNTM, 7:10 a.m. in Mobile, Alabama.
There you go. I spent a lot of time in Mobile.
Yeah, that is. It's an AM station in Mobile, Alabama. One of our followers and fans. And we'd like to thank, I'm going to go to specific cities, too. People from Ashburn, Virginia, San Jose, California. That's actually probably most of the people going through, like, iTunes and stuff like that.
Could be.
But I'm just saying. Fort Lauderdale, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New York, Chicago, San Diego, Vero Beach, Florida, Tavernier, Florida, right around, Portland, Oregon, Key West, Brampton, Canada, Poland,
there we go,
the Republic of South Korea,
hey,
Japan, and I did mention Poland, France, Brampton, Canada. And I'm sure there's other ones out there. And we also like to thank our friends on the Heebie Jeebie Babes podcast and the Science Fiction Film podcast to Dean and Matt and Josh. And they're all and Jessica. I'm sorry if I forgot it. But this episode was aptly able, I think it was, because I had someone the other day ask me this. And yeah, you might be interested, Bill. They came up and asked me right to my face. They say, "Do you know how to make a good margarita?" And then he started going, "I like a premium tequila. I don't want any of that rosy shit. I want lime juice. And do you have Cointreau? Because I don't want Grand Marnier or the regular triple sec shit. I like it on ice. If you got shaved ice, that'd be good. I like to have right kind of salt. They have to have right rock salt on the side." And they went on like for 3 minutes how much they liked it, how much they needed shaken, and then strain and then poured over ice again, and what kind of glass they wanted in. And they went on. It seemed like 3-4 minutes. Yep. And then I looked at them dead in the eyes. What's a margarita? I go like that. And they looked at me and kind of got fed up. I know how to make a margarita. Thanks for telling me all this. First of all, we didn't have shaved ice and all those things. But I said, we had this discussion. When someone is prepared to have a bad time and they want to be pissed off, it's hard to talk them out of it. So they were so particular about that they were unhappy. You have people come in and ask for, you got any pomegranate juice? They need, hey, there we go,
guys,
Ty and Rachel.
Doing? Our friends.
Yeah. Hello, friend. Yeah. So they came in, and they're only going to be happy if they had pomegranate juice.
There you go.
Yeah, one thing. You're pretty flexible. You like your Bud Light, but I know you're going to have other things.
You
like
pour
your
any beer.
Bourbon.
You pretty much pour any beer in my glass, and I will drink it.
Me, I'm flexible too. I mean, the only thing I'd have a problem if I went to a place and they only had like Rumplemints. And warm Rumplemints. Warm Rumplemints, no ice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And maybe Indian food.
I actually do. I do like Rumple. I do like the peppermint schnapps, but yeah, warm would be
only.
Yeah, that might.
Imagine you had to drink only that.
Woo.
If you had to pick one thing,
I'd like a Rumple with a Rumple chaser.
There's certain things that I couldn't just drink for the sake of drinking. One is straight Galliano. Anisette. Maybe Anisette after eating something with a cigar, soak the end in a cigar.
Yeah,
but if you had to just...
nasty.
It's like having one type of food. Like I said, you know what? We're going to give you all the food you want as long as it's Oreo.
Yeah, no, I'd be done with that.
Yeah, I know. So that's... I think for people like us, me, I can drink... I like my beer. I like my... bourbon, wine. I love the wine. Hey, but I'm flexible, man. I go there. If someone came and had a cold beer, I would drink the cold beer. No problems. Like my vodka.
There you go.
Like my gin.
Yeah,
tequila, good tequila. Nothing wrong with the good tequila.
I
haven't turned my nose at a good scotch. But when it comes to bourbon, and we had this discussion before, for some reason, entry level bourbon is fine with me.
I like the I'm a big fan of it's probably so many years of drinking it, but I'm a big fan of
not cheap gin and rum and vodka aren't, but regular.
No, if I'm going to drink rum, it's going to be that god awful expensive Centenario and Zacapa.
The 23-year-old age
nice
stuff.
sipping rums, man. Those are so good. They're a little sweet, but they've got just such good nuance to them.
We ever get? I've never had being in the business, I never made the mistake of ordering something without a price on it. But I've seen people come in and they ordered at the Encore, and they looked at the center of they seen the Louis XIII bottle, the Louis XIII bottle, and they'll order that. And then I go, and I kind of go, so you want a shot of that, right? And I try not to insult them, and I was like, it's $130, and 1 out of 5 times, people go, oh, forget about that. Because I did discuss this before. I truly believe the difference between a $15 cognac and a $150 shot cognac is negligible. It's negligible. Bottle. Yeah, the bottle is what's it, Baccarat? The top is Baccarat crystal on it, and it's very expensive. The bottle itself's worth a couple $100. And then there's the tequila. We had this high-end tequila. I think it was Herradura Suprema. And there's better ones. You can get like $200, $300 tequilas. This one was $56 a shot. And they were drinking it. There's someone ordered it in a margarita.
How the hell you do that, man?
I know. It's like how ordering a very, let's say, a Glenlivet Silver Edition $250 scotch with Sprite.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. Or getting a really great Ruth Chris or some Delmonico steak, and then put in ketchup on it.
There you go.
So,
well, I've seen people do that.
Yeah. So, but when they're shocked when people order, and they're hell bent on being a big shot and doing it. I don't like to see anybody embarrassed, even an asshole or two. But they do it after you tell them, and they don't do. I guess they're not acquainted with the multiplication table. So when you're ordering a $56 tequila to go into a margarita, the way I view it is, it's $5 up from the price of the tequila.
Yeah.
So if it's 56, it's 61, and just because of the preparation, it's not remarkably different, because obviously a $4 tequila going into a regular margarita could be $6 to $8. Right. So that's a 50% markup. You don't do that unless you're putting, I guess, with a really good Grand Marnier or something like that.
Yeah,
because they have some like 100-year stuff, but it's crazy. I thought you'd be into this stuff, and we wanted. I met some kid kid. This guy was in his mid-20s. He was a home brewer, and he said he said, really sounded like he knew his shit. But he came down to the Key Largo, and he said he came into the catch, rolled in here Monday night, and said, "Wow, 10 o'clock. There's no one here." And he was like, "I'm surprised you guys closed." "That's right. There's no one here." And I said, "No, I think you're putting the cart before the horse. If there were people here, we probably would be open.
We'd still be open, because I know I played here till 11 o'clock.
Yeah. We've had that on the weekends. I've left here at 12 o'clock, and I've left here later, 12:30. But what happens is we are a diving fishing town. When the weather's really good, people need to be out on the water the next day. You get a couple people.
Yeah, you're waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, or you're being on a boat.
On your weekend.
You're being on a boat at 6:30 in the morning. Not the time to be out till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and I don't think you get that critical mass. You don't get that critical mass of people. You don't get like 30, 40 people. You get like 5 or 12, but they end up going.
They go to the two places that they know are going to be.
They're going to be full, and then in those places, they're rocking till 4 in the morning. Yeah. And so down here, and I'm trying to explain to the guy, you're in Wisconsin. I'm from Philadelphia. The local bar, there's people in there to 2 in the morning. And this was Monday night. And I go, well, you're in a fishing town on Monday night at 10 o'clock. There's no one else here. And it was busy earlier in the day. But that's the way it is down here. And if you go to Key West, you'll find a critical mass of later a lot later people. Duval Street rocks 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, real easy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure it's almost never sleeping if it do. They got to close down legally at 6 o'clock.
Every once in a while.
What's up? You waiting? Luke's on his way?
Yeah, he's been slammed. Ronnie's just going to drop him right out there.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Okay.
Well, we're waiting for Luke. We want to ask him some questions while we're
momentarily.
While we're waiting, we haven't done this.
I'll go push some Mapo on him. I'll go make him get some Mapo.
Okay, Mapo is. Explain to our listeners what Mapo is.
It's a spicy Szechuan tofu dish. Chili oil, Szechuan peppercorns, pork, tofu. It's really good.
Yeah, it is very good. I've tried it for the first time.
It is a little bit on the spicy side.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for Luke, let's go over something we haven't done in a while. And this one, the Urban Dictionary stuff. And these are the top. These are some of the top of the last couple of years. And one is T-O-ing. T-O-ing. T-O-ing.
I have no idea.
I didn't know what T-O-ing. It must.
Terrell Owens?
I think it may have something to do with it. You know how he got kind of nutty and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, T-O-ing is when you are having sex with an imaginary woman or object. So they said, we dropped the line and goes, where's Luke? Well, he's out T-O-ing a supermodel. Or something like that. But now Luke wouldn't say something like that. No. But some guys would say, I'm out I'm banging this hot chick. Okay, how about YOLO?
What's that?
YOLO.
Oh, I hate that fucking phrase.
You know what it is?
Yeah, you only live once.
Yeah, it's carpe diem for stupid people.
Dude.
Carpe diem.
I was laughing like hell. I saw a comedian earlier today.
You didn't think that was carpe diem for medium people?
No, stupid people.
Yeah.
No, I was saying I saw a comedian today. This is kind of funny too. We're browsing YouTube, and he's older gentleman, probably my age, probably in his 50s, and he's talking to a whole bunch of hipsters out there. And he's telling them, back in my days, we played with guns, knives, and fireworks, and all the dumb ones got killed off. That's the problem with you guys. All the dumb ones are still sitting out here.
Some Patton Oswalt does a bit about all the bad 90 hair bands, and that they these are a bunch of the videos that came out, and it'd be like Damn Yankees did a video, Ted Nugent and all that. No, but they did one. Yeah, they did one where a video where the cops are surrounding some cabin they're in, and they're all like firing off the shots, repelling the bullets using how hard they rock, and stuff like that. Or, White Snake or something like that, doing stuff, blowing people apart by rocking real hard. And Patton also said, you know what? I wish, there would be guys that would have really, really tried to do that in person, taking a video camera and take their amp outside with their guitar, and someone taking a shotgun and say, I'm going to rock this real hard, man. And then when I'm rocking real hard, fire that shotgun at me. And they're going to blast away the bullets.
There we go.
And he said this way we could have gotten away.
Darwin in action.
Yeah, they could have gotten away with a lot, with a whole generation of mullet head assholes. But they survived. Okay, there's the one last one. It's called Dankrupt. Dankrupt. You know what dank is?
Yeah, that's,
and it applies to Luke.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got to be out of dope, man.
Out of dope. Dankrupt is being out of weed. I thought that was some of the best.
Dankrupt's actually pretty good. I like that.
I like Dankrupt. That was a brilliant one to do in there. So we had. I'm still trying to remember the Cincinnati switcheroo.
Oh no! If it starts with Cincinnati, I don't want to go there. No,
I know. We did that. We remember the Cincinnati. It was pretty disgusting.
There's a whole bunch of Cincinnati ones.
We didn't do the sexual ones this time. But if anybody, any listeners want to pop us a message on some of their entries for, if it's or non-entries to Urban Dictionary, you can have a hillbilly one. But the hillbilly ones make it into Urban Dictionary too.
Yeah,
it's all kind of like a Wikipedia for stupid sayings now.
Yeah, the hillbilly ones tend to be flexible and depend on. They get more creative as the older generation of woman is around. because you really can't start cussing in front of your
You know
grandma.
what? It's funny, though. The hillbilly one and the urban one, it's kind of like one of those circles of where you start in the middle where the general population is, and then the urban one goes far out to the left, and it starts making like a clock. But once they really get down to the bottom, like where Luke is, and when I say bottom, I don't see quality. Yeah. I mean, when you get out there, they're almost meat.
Yeah,
they cross over, and they're same. They understand each other completely.
Well,
if you go deep in the deep south, I know you do. Black and white people get along certainly really good.
Not a problem.
No, the poor. The poor,
dirt poor is dirt poor.
The dirt poor, non-racist type ones, and the dirt poor black people seem to get along great.
Nobody gives a damn.
Great, but the ones I guess that lost status are the ones that are kind of getting are racist people. But we're not. I told Luke that we weren't going to shy away. We don't have to shy away from issues if you want to talk about it. We shouldn't have. It should be like a bar. You know, about religion and stuff like that. And we did mention if Luke's supposedly making it here today, and we're going to have to ask him about that.
His conspiracy.
It's theory. And we did. I don't know if we talked about it. No, we didn't talk about it yesterday.
Yeah, the UFO conspiracy?
Yeah, but we didn't go in depth.
No, we didn't go in depth.
But Luke has about a 10-minute soliloquy.
He's got a whole...
He waxes. If you ever read War and Peace, one of the main characters is Pierre. And Pierre spends... I don't know if it's 80 or 120 pages going off on the character written by Tolstoy goes off on a philosophical, political, and religious kind of tear on his ideas, his philosophy. And that's kind of what Luke did at that time.
Well, he
starts... and that's how he gets his frustration out from him when he's talking. When he starts getting angry about something, and he'll start cursing and start wanting to kill Nazis and white supremacists and stuff like that. But there he is. There's the man.
I'm okay with that. I wake up most days wanting to kill Nazis and white supremacists.
I know. Well, no, me too. Me too. But what I'm saying is, get really angry about it. It's like it's not an argument that's hard to make. I don't like bad. I mean, we don't like bad people. Yeah. Like, I don't like serial killers. How about you?
Yeah, okay.
You go like this, and you go, I love them.
Yeah,
I love serial killers. Well, stuff like
as long
that.
As they're not killing me, I'm okay with them.
Yep. So here he comes, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, he might get over here eventually.
He's just easing his way over here. He doesn't know his timing. What time are we at right now?
We got we're about 18 minutes in.
18 minutes. Luke better get his butt over here, man. So we're commenting. Yeah, no. Yesterday the weather's similar. I don't even talk about the catch restaurant.
It's hot.
It is. Well, it's like 88 degrees.
Okay, it's humid. It's sticky.
It's humid.
It's 88 degrees with like 98% humidity.
I said acclimated. You can't get fucking acclimated, man. You can't live in the jungle.
This is true.
This is jungle hot. That's what we're like. We're surrounded by water, very little breeze. Luke's looking for us in the wrong room. Did you see him look around? Hey, Luke, you went to back and looked for us in the corner, didn't you?
He doesn't know where he's going.
Yeah, Luke, you went into the corner to look for us, didn't you?
I did.
Hi.
Oh.
I did.
What's that? Oh, thank you. Oh.
There you go.
Thank you, Sarah.
How you doing, Luke?
Oh. That's pretty sweet, man.
You having a good day?
Yeah.
What a fucking day, man. Jesus fucking
Luke
Christ.
Glenn is here, and he's now, since we missed the last episode and stuff like that, we're going to start it. We covered all our Urban Dictionary. We did the intro for the catch. We have a great happy hour here, and we do our cook your own catch here and stuff. But what we want to get to, and what we should, and Bill can ask
been done by now.
No. We started.
Actually,
We're about 20 minutes into it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Luke, on the last one, I don't know how we got into it, but I think we came up. I was talking about climate change.
Yeah.
And I venture to guess that it had to do with human activity and things like that. But you had a different idea on what was going on, Luke. Do you understand?
No.
Yeah. I stopped earlier.
Oh, he has to talk to his master.
Yeah.
His wife,
She
Kim.
who must be obeyed.
Kim must be obeyed. That's his wife. Kim came by. I was double checking. So I want you to talk about this before we go and talking about the taxi thing. So, climate change. There's a grand conspiracy behind it.
It's the aliens, man.
Oh, what are you doing?
We're terraforming the Earth to
Well, if they're terraforming,
Acquiesce-
you mean
they don't like it this
Xenoforming.
warm.
xenoforming it.
Good enough. $5 word.
Xenoform, because terra means Earth.
Well,
So if you
see,
terraform another planet, you turn it into Earth. Xenoforming is turning it into another planet that's suitable for aliens.
Oh, okay.
Well, they could be
Bill came up with that.
Epsilon Arindying or whatever the hell it is.
Epsilon?
Epsilon Arindying.
What
No,
the
but,
fuck's that?
our
That's
government is in-
one of the. I just was reading something on the internet today. That's it's one of the stars they found a planet around.
Oh, and they think that they're...
No, they have no fucking idea.
Okay. So the
the
they're
government is in
they're
cahoots with the
xenoforming
aliens.
us. They're xenoforming us to make
Yeah.
it suitable for them to...
And what they've done is they told all the billionaires that, hey, you guys got enough money and stuff. We'll help you build a spaceship so you and your billionaire buddies and a couple of the people you might need, you'll
Let's
be
go
able to
find-
evacuate. But see, that's
Let's
all.
go
Where,
round
where,
up
where,
all the
wait,
models.
They're going to end
Wait.
up eating them all.
Where, yeah, I know. Where are they going to evacuate them to? A planet that's like Earth? Why wouldn't they just turn that planet into the planet?
That's what I'm saying. That's why. That's the thing about the billionaires. They're so greedy. See, this is all dangling that carrot, and they're so hung onto that carrot they don't realize that it's a cookbook, man.
Klaatu
oh,
Baratu.
yeah, the cookbook. How to serve
How
man.
to serve man. It's
Klaatu Baratu.
Klaatu Baratu. Was that from the Data Earth?
Klaatu, that was the day
Data
the
Earth
Earth
stood
stood
still. Okay, wait, you went on a lot longer than that. So where are these aliens? Where are they?
Well, see, what it is I've been up since fucking 3:30 this morning, and I've
There
been
you
driving
go.
in shitty traffic. I had a semi fucking run me off the road down by Snappers. I mean, he passed me and then immediately, like on purpose, ran me off the fucking road. That's the second time that's happened, and I saw a semi do that to another car a few weeks ago. I think there's some guys. It was a big blue semi.
Yep.
With no clear markings on it as to, by the time he does it to you, you don't see where he's from or whatever. And it's just crazy, I had to lock him up, go off the road, man, got all squirrely and shit.
Well, I still wanted to talk about these aliens. We'll get into the taxi thing right after that.
Well, I think the
This
aliens,
isn't an alien.
Well, see, there's different species.
Are they in
man.
the government?
Well, you got the ones that worked with the Egyptians, and those are the
Ones that
the
built
ones
the-
in Orion's belt there.
They're in Orion's belt?
Yeah, those, and then you got the ones that are from Pleiades, which is in the Pleiades,
The Pleiades, okay.
Yeah.
Constellation, got it.
and there's a few more I can't think right
Oh,
now.
but they're not here. They're all the way out there.
Well, that's where their planets are, but no, they're here. They've been here for a long time.
Okay, where are they right now?
They hide out.
They hide out?
I've heard of
underground?
great underground places. Plus, see, their technology is so advanced. Where's the best place to hide? Under the ocean. And their vessels
Under what?
under the ocean.
Under the ocean?
Yeah. See, if you got to figure, if you can go from here to Andromeda in say 5 Earth days, and that's how many ever 100 light years away, and a vessel that could do that would have no problem coming here and diving.
So they
into
just
our
arrived.
ocean.
They just arrived here, though, right?
Well, they've been hiding down in the Marianas Trench in the Pacific Ocean. That's one of them.
How long?
Oh, for centuries.
Well,
and
why
centuries.
why did they wait
come
till
and
now
go.
to tear Xenoform
Oh,
us?
they have been doing it slowly. But
They're doing it
surely, but
slow?
they're the ones that helped introduce the Industrial Revolution. They were the ones that started kickstarting that, showing us how to do that. But see,
So
they had
John
to-
Rockefeller
they had to
was
take it
influenced.
easy.
John Rockefeller with or
The
Ford.
Standard Oil people were really
Standard Oil?
Yeah. He was the one that was mostly in cahoots.
Okay. I got it. Were there any politicians complicit in this?
Every single one of them,
Every single politician?
just about.
to like the smallest small town mayor and all
No,
that?
no, those guys don't know shit. They're just as
Like
programmed. I mean, they
congressmen.
get fed shit. And
Congressmen.
the congressmen only certain ones get to know.
Only certain. Okay. Probably not Carlos Cabrera, right, from Miami, because they can't keep their mouth shut.
No.
He's compromised. But probably Peter King. Probably, right?
Well, you got like Bitch McConnell. I guarantee you, he's sucking on that
alien?
fat tit. Oh, I don't know. He's an alien. He looks like a turtle, but
He's like Cecil the turtle. Could there be actual aliens in our government right now?
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how good they are at hiding themselves. You know.
Oh, really?
I think at most alien species, because they're way more advanced than us, their bodies are way different.
Okay.
And they came from a different planet where the gravity is different and stuff.
Okay. Are you being straight with me? Because Bill seemed to suggest when you said it, either you said it, and I said he could go. I want to see how long he went, and he just went and waxed on for a while. It sounds like made up bullshit to me.
I make up shit all the
I
time,
know.
man. I take just enough of here and there evidence for this or that.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't shocked when you said that to me. Oh, that's good. I felt much more relaxed when he said that. Because thinking someone's crazy and
Well, everybody's batshit crazy.
no, you're not batshit crazy. You're crazy, but not batshit crazy.
No, I did. I've met batshit crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No. Well, we've
never
all
know
done
at the
that.
time.
We've all done that. So okay. So let's talk about taxis, Luke.
Peachy.
So you told us the story about the guy running off the road. You've been running around some pillheads, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, I had to cut them off, man. I was like, huh? No. It's
What? To who, Scott? Since you mentioned him, I guess it's no secret. Okay, and he's running around. Oh, trying to. What down here? They're pill hunting, and I think a lot of times they go to emergency room doctors. They complain about some
Anything
fictional
and-
pain
yeah.
or thing to see who's going to be able to pay out. Yeah.
And
So-
they move slower than the 7-year itch, and I'm trying to get people to work and stuff, and that to me is important. People getting to work,
Yep.
and the people that are just out partying, I'll come get you when I can, but.
Yep.
But some people, man,
Are a lot of these people traveling in a cab because they have DUIs and
most
stuff?
of them have DUIs, no license. They're too wasted to drive. You wouldn't want them on the highway.
Well, I'm not
with
talking
you.
about the pill poppers. I'm talking people going to work.
Oh no, people going to work.
DUIs,
a lot
right?
of them have, a lot of them have DUIs and can't drive.
Yeah.
And then there's some of the younger people that just don't have a car that's reliable.
Yeah.
And who wants to ride a scooter down here, man? You'll get fucking killed.
Oh, they do it. I see them every so often. They
Yeah.
ride them down here. And yeah, you do get those dump truck drivers. You said this was a semi, right?
Yeah.
He ran you off the road. Did he give you any warning? Did he hit you, blast you with a horn?
No. He came up on my ass. I saw him coming up, and I'm in the slow lane. Slower traffic, stay right. And he goes around me, and then he gets his cab gets just past me, and then he comes over on me. I mean, if I had been looking down or away, he would have killed me, or at least hit me. And I bet if he would have kept going too.
Well, we would have been liable for homicide then down here. So
Well, I don't mind dying in a wreck. I just don't want to be all fucking mangled,
yeah.
And
There's some. There was an. You got to be careful coming down the road here. Someone was talking about in the newspaper today. They were saying the way to alleviate the traffic deaths down here is increasing the air flights into Marathon and Key West. So taking off the.
No. Also, all that's going to do is take all the rich people off the road.
Yeah. Who drive pretty good anyway.
No, man. They're the rudest drivers. Everybody's in their way. They're the ones that don't care if they get a ticket. They're the one passing in the no passing zone.
But
yeah. I got lawyers. I don't have to worry about you.
wait,
I'm a 1%er. Fuck you,
Oh.
ant. And that's the way they look at us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but luckily we don't have a wealthy. That is not our audience.
Well,
The
probably
1%.
not, 'cause,
It shouldn't be.
I mean, if they are, maybe they're learning something, or either that, or they're going, "Wow, that's why we hate them."
Well, yeah, I'm sure. No,
I need a beer.
I wonder if there are people listening that hate us to be here. I'd like to. I'm good. I am perfectly good. I can only do one because my daughter's synchronized swimming banquets tonight. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, Luke's going out for a beer run. Yeah. So I have a banquet to go to for synchronized swimmers. My one glass of Cabernet. Yeah. I like. Yeah, I do like it. You know what? There's nothing wrong with it. You drink wine. Yeah, only with food.
If you give me a good glass of wine, I'll have a sip and go, yeah, I like that. Or, no, it's a little bit too bitter for me or something like that.
Oh, I think the Cabernet probably be a little too bitter for you. So.
Well, no, I usually keep, hell, if you look at I look like a wine because I've got like 8 bottles of big, heavy Spanish table wine.
Yeah.
And then another 8 or 10 bottles of white, a few bottles of Chardonnay because I cook a long time.
Yep.
So and I use wine. I've got Chinese wine, a bunch of Chinese Zhang wine.
The Americans are wrong-headed when it comes to wine, because most of the places around the wine-drinking countries, their everyday wine is pretty much what we call like box wine almost. And
I got 3 bottles of Chianti sitting back there for Italians.
yeah.
The cheaper the Chianti, the better.
No, but I mean just what they drink every day. You just drink it, and what time you got going here?
You got 4:45.
4:45. I think we're right about it now. We got like 5 minutes.
I got 4:45.
I don't feel comfortable with that. I just don't know.
Oh, you don't trust us.
It's not that I don't trust you. I don't know. It's not that I don't trust you. I just if you started. No. You know what the thing I fear? This is what I fear. That you would not give a reference point to the thing that you're talking to, and forget that people wouldn't. If you start talking about somebody and where you're going, let's say you talk about a gig and having a problem with someone, I'd need to go. Who are you talking about? Where is this place? Blah blah blah. That's it. It's not the content of what you're saying. It's the context. Meaning, see, you think I'm afraid. What? So listeners need context because we have no visual item, and we just start talking about, when I went down to the store the other day, Claire was out front. She didn't have her teeth in, but she needed to get a pfeffer.
Oh, she's the one that died, man.
Yeah.
They're
No, I'm not talking about Claire.
Heads,
That was Jeanette. And then we did mention that, and we that's a toast to Jeanette. She died. One of the lady that had her false teeth stolen and held hostage. We miss her so, and we do. Yeah, she was very, very interesting and fun, and I know she is not here right now. I'm not going to say she's in heaven because I don't know if I necessarily.
She
Whatever
might
you're
have already been reincarnated as a snail. Slow.
Oh, she was slow moving. You're right. She actually came into the bar one time, and I'm not speaking ill of her. I'm just speaking of her. She came in. She asked me. She ordered a beer, and then she asked to cash a personal
check.
And I said, I'm sorry, we don't cash a personal check. And she goes, well, I can't buy this beer then. And I go, so I ended up beer. And then she goes, can someone give me $1? I gave her $1. And then she gave it to me as a tip.
For the beer that you just paid for?
Yeah. That was so funny. And the guy next to her said, well, at least you got $1 back from your beer. And I go, that's my $1. Does anybody not fucking have the math skills here? Do you not know? Yeah. That's the 69th time you told me that one. Yeah, I get it. So, yeah, and her boyfriend's been here. And you know what? I have a firm belief that those guys, Suzanne and Don Canary, will not ever hear this podcast. Probably not. They do not work it. I always
Maybe
thought
they'll
that
come back as regular blood worms or something.
Is that something that comes through your fucking ear or something like that? Or out in your stool?
No, that's the
ear one.
Yeah, and then it makes you crazy, and you have to do what I say.
On Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's Wrath of Khan. Khan! Yeah, with the fake.
No, man, it was fake on the first Star Trek, man. By the time they did the movie, man, all those guys had buffed up on steroids, man.
Ricardo Montalban was on steroids?
When he's getting old, man, he started working out, man. That's what...
Well, I think when he was Khan, he was like 40 something. Original in show. Yeah, he was in his 60s. Yeah, he looked... Okay, I'm making a face right there. I'm always thinking that would be the perfect... You know why I remember this? And talk to them. I'll talk to Dean, Martin, and Matthew. I'll send out a message.
I can never find any of these podcasts.
The science fiction film podcast.
I've looked it up. I've searched it, and it doesn't pop up.
They do the best fucking impressions. They did Bloodsport. And they did an impression.
Van Damme.
Yeah, they did Van Damme. They did an impression of Van Damme because I'm gonna kick you so hard. The way he said with that French Belgian accent, I'm gonna kick you. And then he did the guy who's the English guy. They did a English movie called Attack of the Block. It's about like it's almost like a project.
Blob?
The block in London was kind of like a project. It's like a lower class project, and they're attacking, and they got their own gangs in there and stuff. And the aliens, this group of kids are fighting these aliens, but they're doing the English accent. Who's the guy? Stratham, Jason Stratham.
The guy that does the driver.
Yeah,
he's
the driver. The accent. He goes, and he does his accent of Jason Stratham going, "Oh wow, I'd kick you." One of these kids come up on me, I kick him so fucking hard in the face. I can't do English accent. I can't do it. I rip his balls off and do all this stuff, and they just
rip off his balls. That's New York shit. Sorry, because I don't think they say.
Okay, what's your best? Do your best English accent. How about a French one? German. Come on, Cuban. Now make it fun. I'm trying to do an accent. Okay, Luke, give me your best French accent.
French?
Yeah.
Let's see. My sari.
Sound like a Chinese guy.
No, that's
Mon chéri.
No, mon chéri. That's Pepe Le Pew.
Hey, little shooter's coming in. Don't you stick with me on this, little shooter.
Rolling.
Yeah. Hello, see.
It's
you
a
have
great
some
day for the
explaining to
race.
do.
No, for me, I have to study on it a little bit. It's like for me to do any kind of British accent, I have to watch like the Beatles or Monty Python or
or
like Hard Day's Night. That's always a good one.
Downton
He's a
Abbey.
clean old man.
Downton Abbey.
Or Absolutely Fabulous, man. I like those screwy-ass chicks, man.
Or Harry Potter.
I wasn't into Harry Potter, no.
You didn't smoke any weed? Oh.
No, I was thinking about writing another series called Harry Pothead.
Let's sign off, but I want to ask him that question.
I am a Harry
one
Pothead.
that we said we got used to reference. The urban, you can ask him that urban thing. The last one I told you. Luke.
I got one for you. We were doing Urban Dictionary earlier. They got a great one.
Dankrupt.
That's when I'm out of fucking good herb.
Yeah, that's it. That's fucking it. We knew when it came up, I go, because you were out. Oh, little shooter, man. You're a little shooter. Little shooter. Little shooter. That's Bruce. Bruce is big shooter. From his time in the porn industry. In Tampa.
Was
right
that
outside
from the
of Tampa.
amount that he shot, or how big? How
He's
big
from
the cannon
Wisconsin,
was?
the land of squeaky cheese. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is Jim the Keys bartender. Thanking everyone for listening today.
I'm glad I made it for a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Today's
man.
episode was episode 79. What's a margarita? And Luke made it. We needed to get that. That was a good story, Luke. You know. But now we know. Now you can't be trusted.
Never could be.
You can't be trusted. You can't be. With a crazy idea. We still believe that you hate Nazis and white supremacists.
I do.
We're all pretty much that. We're all on board in that. We don't want to have any following. If you don't, we do reject your beliefs. And just if you're listening, just you can go and fuck off and die, guys. If you do,
Well,
do believe in that stuff.
No. Here's what aggravates me more about anything else in the whole world is it seems like I thought we were going to a more peaceful destination and stuff. You know, I thought the earth would learn, but see, they didn't want that to happen. They cut education. They make people stupid. The ignorant people are out there killing each other, and they're purposely ignorant because of the ones on top, to stay on top. They don't want us to become smart. So I'm saying...
That's right.
And then those of us that didn't want to do that, they used to pay us a decent enough wage to lay block or do anything like trades are fucking valuable.
Right
thing.
after World War II, they came up with the GI Bill, and the GI Bill, millions of veterans came back from the war, and the GI Bill came in, and they got millions of people into the middle class. And they got educated.
Destroyed the middle
and
class.
then they decided maybe they didn't need that many. But
my dad went to the Cincinnati School of Embalming on the GI Bill after World War II.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. Yep. Yep.
Well, the thing is, well, see, all those jobs are getting replaced by automation now. But so the education you need is either working on that equipment or programming that equipment.
This is the part where I would get. This is where I worry about leaving. The bitch session at the end.
Oh,
we want to leave on a high note. You know what I mean? I want to leave on a high note. That's the only reason. If we could end it, someone has to be here to end it at the high note. You guys are great. You got deep thoughts. Oh, yep. Oh, there. Oh, he has a joint right here. Okay. This is Jim the Keys bartender, thanking everyone for listening. And now I'm going to leave it over to Bill and Luke. Come back and listen to us on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thank you. Nice meeting you, Sarah and Edward. Thank you.
I don't know this.
Okay. Signing off, guys.
Tomorrow I'm at Sharky's. Oh, okay. Good. And Friday night I'm at the Catch. Next Tuesday. Peace. Good night.